Lakers been doing it lately. They've won 5 in a row, but they're in Houston where the Rockets have won their last 3 at home. First quarter, Austin Reeves had 5 assists. We might show them all in this highlight. The Lake Show and LeBron worth the price of admission. LeBron climbing the ladder, stands down the Jabari Smith Jr. block attempt. Jabari's about half his age. Lakers up 1 after 1. Midway through the second, there's Luka. Good luck defending that. Trev, you wanted to travel, didn't get it. 23 at recess for the Don. 3 to play in the half. KD getting his on the offensive end. He's about to pass Jordan in career points. Didn't do it today. He had 18. Rockets up 2. 2 minutes to play in the half. Rockets, vertical trajectory. Reed Shepard picks Doncic's pocket. Iman Thompson slams it home. Houston up 6 at the break. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Lakers up 3 and in transition. I promised you more Reeves helpers. The ageless king. That shouldn't work. Just chuck it near the rim. He's 41. But Dorian Finney-Smith off the missed layup gives it to Jabari Smith Jr. He had a team-high 22, and the Rockets up 3. Under 3 to play. LA's up 1. Luka going back to him. He had 36 in this game. More on that in a second. This is a clutch situation. And in the NBA, LA has the best win percentage in clutch situations. Ball movement like that doesn't hurt. Passers like that doesn't hurt. Marcus Smart, wicked. It's a 3. And then your finishing touches, another Austin Reeves steal, another lob, drop to Braun. He had 18 as LA has now won 6 in a row. They take this one by 8. And as promised, more on Luka's 30-piece. 37th game this season where he hit 30, just 1 shy of Kobe for the most by a Laker in a season in the last 20 years. That was Kobe's first season wearing number 24. With this win, Lakers stay as the 3 seed in the West. Mon Shumpert back with us, and Lakers not just winners of 9 of 10. Some of these teams right next to them on the ladder. Minnesota, Denver, Houston here. Luka Doncic leads the way with a game-high 36. Lakers get another clutch time win. What from this game stands out to you?
I think just watching the Lakers figure it out down the stretch. Now, granted, down the stretch, Houston did an awful job trying to close this game. I thought that the blow of not having Sengun out there, as well as pairing it with them not having a true point guard. I know they play really well at home, but they had plenty of chances down the stretch to get this done. But watching them have to deal with Luka Doncic for all the quarters that they had to deal with him, and then at the end of the game, when you can't score it, they can't get a bucket to go in, and then you get to the other side, and Luka continues to figure out ways to do it. He's going to continue to get to the free throw line at the end, and if he ever feels like he can't get it going, he happens to have LeBron James, who's been here a million times, and he also has Austin Reeves, who is extremely confident with the ball. So I think the Lakers just had a little bit too much firepower down the stretch, and that could be expected with Sengun not playing for Houston. But now it's a tiebreaker that has had something to be said about what's going to happen tomorrow. So.
Yeah, the Rockets do get another crack at it if there is silver lining. These 2 teams play again on this floor Wednesday night. Shump, we appreciate you. Have a good night.
Man, I appreciate it.
16-point performance against Washington was bound to go off against Phoenix. Hasn't gone for less than 20 in consecutive games all season. And early on, he and Derek White had it rolling. Hits the 3 there. Does Derek White. Celtics go up 8. Under 5 minutes left in the half. Brown this time finding Tatum to put him up 53-48. 90 seconds left before recesses. Jaylen Brown, tough bucket at the rim. Brown and White combined to score or assist on 80+% of the Celtics' first half points. It was a 4-point lead at the break, but in the third quarter, it was all D-Book. Lefty lay good there. Under a minute left in the third, Booker stepped back, rattles the 3 home. He had 16 points in that frame alone. The Suns were only down by 5 entering the final frame of regulation. In that final frame, P-Rabbit checking in. Peyton Pritchard from the left wing, part of his 19-point effort. Boston up 10, but Booker with the mid-ranger cuts the deficit to just 4. Under 6 minutes to go now. Jalen Green to Oso Iguodala for the slam to give Phoenix the 1-point lead, and on the next Suns possession, Devin Booker going to extend it with the lay-in. 40-point night for D-Book. About 3 minutes to go. It's a 3-point game. Jaylen Brown getting the steal. He's in transition, finding Jason Tatum trailing the play. He had 21. Celtics now down 1. About 2 minutes left. Tatum can't get the layup to go, but Brown is there for the putback. It's a Boston 1-point lead. 1 minute to go. Brown to the painted area, gets the defender up in the air, and gets that shot to fall. 41 points, 7 boards, 6 assists for Jalen. Seas win by 8. Now, coming into this game, Brown averaged just 7 free throw attempts a night. He tripled that number this evening, both making and taking a career high from the charity stripe. So evidently all that constructive feedback he was giving refs might have worked out.
You got to the line 21 times.
I ain't never, ever got to the free throw line that much. It's crazy.
That's a big smile. How were you able to put so much pressure on their defense, and what did that do for the rest of the group?
I feel like that's how I normally play, but today it was, I guess, it got caught a little different. I'm grateful. I was able to knock them down and was able to get the win.
All right, so Jalen ain't switching it up. Neither is Iman Shumpert as he joins us now to discuss how much of a problem that triumvirate is out in Boston already. Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White combined for 83 of that team's 120 points. Shump, what does it mean for the rest of the league when they're clicking to this degree in just the 5th game back for Tatum?
I like it so much because an indication of winning basketball in this league is guys being able to assume the position. Right now, that's exactly what Boston's doing. They know Jaylen Brown is their guy. They know what they can get out of him night in, night out, and they know if they need a little bit more, they can ask for it from him. Now, when you start talking about a Derek White, somebody that you're used to just keeping the train on the tracks, he's able to just plug and play. You can plug him in. He can play a large amount of minutes. He can also play that tween position to let Peyton Pritchard come in there and switch it up when they come in there offensively and like to switch up the matchup a little bit. So I love what they're doing when they start talking about that trio. I love that Jason Tatum comes back and he doesn't have to do too much. He can just spot up and shoot. He can play driving the closeouts and just playing from the wing. He doesn't look rushed. He doesn't look sped up. I think it's a very healthy diet of what we're going to see in the playoffs from Boston.
It's incredible that he doesn't have to do that stuff, but he still can if need be. That's the scary part with that team.
Oh, yeah.
Shump, we got to tap in with you on the Western Conference, so stand by for us, please.
Let's do it.
Covered one of those weird scheduling quirks here. The Lakers face the Rockets in Houston tonight, as well as on Wednesday, and the stakes are high. LA has won 5 straight to move into 3rd in the West. Houston's only a half a game back. And with the setup here, let's go on the scene in H-Town. Let's bring in NBA reporter Tim McMahon with much more on the matchup. Tim, as these teams position themselves in the West, what are they saying ahead of this matchup?
Howdy, Kevin. The Rockets are really trying to right the ship. They were routed by the Spurs recently. They were blown out by the Denver Nuggets. Now here comes another potential playoff foe in the Los Angeles Lakers for this baseball series here in Houston, with, at least for now, 3rd place in the Western Conference at stake. And the Lakers come in here rolling. Coalescing, I believe, was the Duke vocabulary word that J.J. Redick used. And really, not only are they winning games, they seem to be kind of finding the way, the identity of this team. And that is a clear pecking order. This is Luka Doncic's franchise. Austin Reeves is the co-star, the sidekick. LeBron James has talked about sacrificing, understanding he is the 3rd option on this team. And again, there's a clear pecking order. There's a 5-game winning streak. The Lakers are a team that's rolling right now, and the Rockets are hoping to put an end to that tonight.
And keep in mind, the Rockets, they've won 3 straight at home and 4 of their last 5 in Houston. Tim McMahon live from Houston on this interesting back-to-back here for the Rockets and the Lakers in a span of 3 days. All right, the Lakers' 5-game winning streak. All right, it's the 2nd longest active win streak in the West behind OKC's 8 straight. The bad news for LA is that Houston, Denver, and Minnesota all have easier remaining schedules according to ESPN Analytics. Iman Shumpert, our NBA champ, joining us now on the program. Iman, what matchup are you watching tonight when we talk about the Lakers and the Rockets?
Well, when you start talking about the Lakers, I love what he said over there. And howdy to him over there in Houston. But you start talking about the head of the snake, and that's Luka Doncic. The good thing about Houston is Houston hangs their hat on the defensive end. They're one of the top 4 teams defensive rating. But I want to see Iman Thompson take the challenge and saying, I'm going to fight over screens. I'm going to keep this matchup as much as I can with Luka Doncic and see if Luka will actually say, I'm going to go at you. What we've seen from Iman Thompson is his ability to shave your shot clock down. Bringing the ball up against him sometimes can put you under duress as a ball handler and have you to start your offense at a later time in the shot clock. That can lead to a lot of long rebounds, and that's why Houston has been so good at home. So I want to see Thompson and Luka face off. I'm not saying they won't have other matchups to watch throughout the game, but that is the leading matchup to me because whatever he does to disrupt Luka will be big for this ball club.
Iman, one of the best defenders in the league. Luka's averaged 38, 9, and 8 in the last 5 games. The only other Laker to do that, Elgin Baylor, you got to go back to 1961. All right, 2 of the hottest teams in the league also playing tonight, and it's not what you think. How about this? The Hawks, they've won 9 straight. They're hosting the Magic, winners of 7 in a row. Orlando right now 5th in the East. Despite winning 9 straight, Atlanta's still in that 9th spot right now. The Hawks, again, they have done really well of late, but they haven't moved 1 spot in the standings, sitting at the 9th spot, and potentially the Hawks Bulls playing invitational. Meanwhile, the Magic, they've won 5 straight. I should say they've won 7 straight. They jumped to the 5 seed during that win streak. Iman, both teams, they're feeling really good right now. Which one do you see carrying this momentum, though, into the postseason?
Not gonna lie, when I look at these 2 teams, as much as I know on paper we were supposed to be celebrating the Orlando Magic more this year, I think that when I see the upside of the Atlanta Hawks, I just like it a little bit more. It could be because I'm one of those guys that was a bigger guard. I love to see a bigger guard go out there and figure it out. I like to see what this team has done, though. They have added players, C.J. McCollum, adding guys, and then now putting Jalen in that driver's seat to say, hey, spread your wings and do this. Nobody's getting in your way. Having Jonathan Kuminga join the team has been wonderful for them. I like to see their upside. I'm actually getting more and more excited as it becomes playoff time. To see them take games a little bit more serious, not in the regards of we want to finish with a great win, but they're starting to, at the end of games, feel like they're supposed to win. And sometimes it takes some confidence. Sometimes it takes some delusion. I think that the Hawks can turn the corner. I know where they're sitting. I know they've been like that for years. But if you're ever talking about turning the corner, first you have to change the nucleus. I think they've done that. I think they have a new direction, and I think the city is behind them.
Yeah, and led by, you mentioned it, Jalen Johnson. He's a completely different guy when he carries this team. I think he wants to carry the team, and you're seeing the results right now paired up with Kuminga. Iman, thank you so much. Good stuff right there. We'll see how that plays out.